Welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge. In today's episode, we are playing 2 games in the Tongan top division, the Major League. As you can see, things are going rather well. We've won 8 out of 10 games, drew the 2. That means we are still unbeaten. We've not actually lost a game in the series yet. So things are going well. No jobs have really come up. We're looking for jobs in the top level in Fiji, New Caledonia, Solomon Islands, and New Zealand. We may even start applying for jobs in the second tier of New Zealand, but we'll have to see how we go on. So we do have 2 games in this episode. We will kick off against Vai Tongo. But as you can see, I mean, things are going so well. We are just going to rush through the season because you're not going to be interested in watching us play a ton of games, are you? So we need to get through these seasons. Obviously, we plan to do quite a lot this save. So we don't want to be hanging about in Tonga for 20 episodes. We want to, we want to be getting moved on. So obviously we'll see how we get on. Obviously, I think it's pretty certain we're going to win the league. I know we're only halfway through, but I think we'll win the league. So we probably need to see how, as a Tongan team, we actually fare in that Oceanic Champions League, because at the minute, Ayush Raj, he's been unreal, by the way. He's been unreal. 11 goals. Because at the minute, I mean, I look at the way the Tongan teams do now. Some of them get through the group, sometimes they don't. That means to me that they're probably on par with teams in like Fiji and Tahiti and things like that. And they're probably a bit of a level below, your top level Solomon Islands and definitely New Zealand. I think those teams are probably a bit above us, but I don't think the gap's huge. I don't think the gap between the good teams in the other nations and the good teams in Tonga are that different. I do think the top teams in New Zealand are probably a fair bit further on than the teams like us, for example. So it is a little bit difficult to know where we are in the world. So I think we'll get a good idea of it. But I think this may or may not be our last season in Tonga. I keep saying Tongo. It's Tonga. I think I'm confusing it with. I know it's not the same country. I know it's not even in the same nation. I know it's Congo's in Africa, Tonga's in Oceania. But for some reason, the Ong part just makes me want to say the same name. I don't know. We are 2-0 up though, and like I say, things are just going so well. We're flying. We don't need to worry about it. So, yeah. I mean, do you know what I might do? Actually, I might do just this game. Because there's no point us playing so many episodes of league games. You can see we're too good for this league. Realistically, we want to be. I mean, you're probably more excited about watching us in the Champions League, aren't you? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play this game, which is kind of midway through the episode. If we continue to win off camera, then we'll just come back for whenever we can wrap up the title. And we'll do that as the second game of this episode. Because realistically, are you that interested in watching games in the Tongan Major League? I mean, you might be because we're flying, but you might just like watching us score lots of goals. But I think realistically, you want to be seeing quick progress in this save, because obviously we've got 6 continental competitions to win, which means we're probably going to be ending up around 15 or so clubs in total, if you think like probably 2 or 3 per continent. So maybe more like 2. I mean, we might only, we'll see how we get on. The problem is, though, and what I was going to say was, we're so much better than everyone else in Tonga because they just can't seem to put good squads together, which is really odd. That if they're getting halfway decent results against the other island nations, I mean, surely we can absolutely leather them. I look at their squads and I don't see anyone there that worries me. Even at like the New Zealand teams, I can't. Obviously, I've got the attribute masking on, which I know some Football Manager players don't play with. I don't know why you'd want that on. Want to be able to see everyone's attributes. That just seems too easy. You want to have it, so you got to scout them to actually know if they're any good. But yeah, we'll play this one. So Vai Tonga were the league winners last year, and they're mid-table, so it seems very random in terms of what happens elsewhere. But we're just flying, so we don't need to worry about it. To be honest with you, it seems like this Lota Harpy are kind of the second best team this year. But again, I don't know why. There's nothing to suggest. We've not really raided. I mean, we have kind of raided Vai Tonga, so maybe that's it. But I think we can go and give every other nation besides maybe New Zealand a good game. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do this game, and then whatever the second game in this whatever game it is where we wrap up the league. Maybe it might, if we can get it on camera. If not, then we'll just do the last game of the season and just give you a review, because I think it's pretty obvious we're going to win the league. We are so much better than everyone else. And if that isn't the case, and when I play some games off camera, we start drawing too many or even losing games, then we'll come back and do it a bit earlier. But we've not actually lost a game in a season and a half yet. So I am thinking there's a good chance we're just going to steamroll the league. I do think this will be our second and last season in Tonga. I don't think we want to be kicking about here forever. We gave away a penalty for some reason, not sure why, but I do think we need to move on. And we are struggling. I mean, we've saved a penalty. Well done. Well done, Moleni Moi. I love Moi. What a name. I do think we will probably end up in New Zealand. That seems like the best way to go. Whether we can get to a top division club, we've applied for a few and we don't even get interviews. So I am going to start applying for the second tier ones when they come up, because I think that's probably realistically where we could only go to. Hopefully, obviously, if we win this league, we get maybe a little bit of a reputation boost, and that might help us getting jobs in other countries. But either way, I think once we've done this season, the problem is I think my contract's out. I think my contract's out in December, isn't it? So I'll probably have to sign a new deal just to be able to play the Champions League fixtures. So we probably will sign a new deal, but then after the Champions League, we'll just leave. So we'll resign at the end of the Champions. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's calm things down. Let's think about the long term here. The plan is we're going to play the second game this episode in this league when we can wrap up the title. Because as I say, we're just running away with it. It's not close. And it's not particularly interesting. Even I'm not really that interested in playing the games because we're just leathering them every time. Which makes me think, if we're so much better than everyone else in this league, if they were getting like draws and the odd win here and there against other teams, they were never getting battered. You know, they weren't losing 4-5-6-0 against teams from Tahiti and Fiji. So if we're that much better than these and they were getting okay results against that, we might be more on par with them. We might actually be able to get pretty far in that competition. So yes, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to play a lot of games off camera. We'll come somewhere around here for whenever we can wrap up the league. And then that will be the second part of this episode. So as you can see, night has turned into day and we are back for what could be our title winning game. As you can see, we are 12 points clear, 4 games to go. Realistically, with the goal difference, it's already done anyway. There's no way we'd get caught, but mathematically, it's still possible. So we are playing this second game of the episode, which is against Vaitongo, who did, I think, win the league last year. So there's every chance. Who are you? Why are you unregistered? When did you join? Who's this man? Who is Melani Monuelavau? We must have signed him. I don't remember signing. He looks good. Can we register you? Can you come in now? No. Okay. Well, I don't know why he's joined now. I don't know where he is. I don't know who he's from, but he's joined us. We can't register him. But I don't know who this man is. I've never seen this man before in my life. I've never seen him. I don't know who he is. I don't know why he's here. He's turned up. He's just randomly turned up to the match day. He's asking if he can be in the squad. I'd love to have him in because he looks quite good, but we can't put him in. But we'll happily have him. I don't know who he is, but he's just rocked up one day, decided to be one of the best right wingers in Tonga and join us, so I'm happy with that. But we are unbeaten still. Yeah, I think we'll finish the season unbeaten, hopefully. But yeah, we are just far too good for Tonga. So this will probably be our last season, or second and last season in Tonga. I think we need to move on regardless of what happens. We will play this game. We'll play the remaining league games off camera. And then next episode, fingers crossed everything works as it should do in the database. We should be in the Oceanic Champions League. Looking at the past results of past winners, some countries it gets a little bit complicated, and I don't know whether that's a database issue. I don't know whether that's just the rules in real life are a bit weird. But it seems like sometimes the league winners don't just go into Oceanic Champions League. It's like an accumulation or something. Again, I don't know if that's just a bug in the database or what. It seems to be okay in Tonga, though, which is why I've been a little bit suspect joining some leagues, and we've picked this one. Well, there was a handful of leagues that seemed to work quite well, where just the league winner and whoever was second go in. In Tonga, it's a little bit odd. It seems like the league winner and then whoever won the league the season before get in. So basically, winning the league gets you 2 years worth of Oceanic Champions Leagues. Don't know how it works, but I have noticed that the league winner tends to get in, and we've had an absolute howler there. Moi. My. What a howler from Moi. It's 1-1. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as we don't lose. We will have mathematically wrapped it up. This would be, I've come back for the second game. This would be the game we lose, isn't it? You never know. I mean, they've got a highlight, so maybe we are going to lose it. And that would really make me look stupid because we would be not mathematically have wrapped up the title. Oh, Moi, big save, to be fair. Yeah, we need to win this, or at least draw, to wrap up the title. And I'm just thinking it's a foregone conclusion because we are the best team in Tonga by an absolute mile. But we're not looking like it so far. It is a pretty even game, but yeah, provided everything works, we will be back in the next episode for that Champions League. It seems like if you win the league, you go into the group straight away. You don't have to play the preliminary phase. I think that's just if you were the league winner the year before. So if you got that second year's worth of Champions League, you get into the preliminary phase. But we are not looking at our best today. I don't know what's going on with us, but definitely not at our best. So we'll give the boys a bit of a kick up the bum. We will bring Nick Heinsohn on as well, who's probably been... And actually, no, we'll take Vea off. We'll take the other guy off, keep Vea on, because he's good. The only reason we've been playing that other lad on the left, sorry, my hair's getting mad, is because he's been kicking off about not getting enough game time. And now Tongo got themselves a free kick. We need to be careful here. We're giving away a penalty. What is going on? We've not lost a game all season yet, all series. We didn't lose a single game last year, and now we're on course to lose our first game. This was meant to be when we come back to wrap up the title, and now it looks like we're going to lose. I don't know what's happened to us. We've just all of a sudden turned into rubbish. We've been absolutely leathering teams, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, and now today we're on course to lose. I mean, looking at the stats, we've still been the better team, but strikers are just not doing it today. This is a shame. Well, we might have to do another game because at the minute we haven't wrapped up the league. This is embarrassing. We need to get a goal here. Why is Nick Heinsohn playing on the left? What is going on there? I'm sure I put him on the right. I'm sure of it. Right, hopefully, with 20 minutes to go, glad I spotted that. We get some boys on their right positions and we'll be able to get an equaliser. We only need a draw. So this is a disappointing result, but at least we can wrap up the league with a draw. I thought we'd scored. I really just want it now, just to wrap it up. I don't want to play another game on camera because they're too easy, but in this case, it hasn't been. We've been poor today. Very, very poor. The whole team, really. Not really done anything. We got off to a decent start, and then since then, we've really floundered. We're really struggling. I don't really want to go into the Champions League games off the back of a bit of poor form. I want to be going in off the form we've had. Raj. Oh, he's been the main man. Ayush Raj, 18th of the season. That's 18 games, a goal a game. Legend. 2-2. Never in doubt. We're wrapping up the title today. Never in doubt. Good stuff. Yeah, we've been the better team. We just for some reason haven't been scoring today, but we won't worry about it too much as we are drawing the game, which does put us 12 points clear with... No, sorry, it won't be 12. It'll be 9 points clear if they were to win their game in hand with... No, what am I talking about? 10 points clear with 3 games to go, which mathematically wins us the league. We're struggling to play out here. We're gonna concede here. Don't you dare concede now. This late on. This would kill us. This would mean we'd have to play another game. No. Oh my God, they've hit it over. Thank God. Thank God. We don't want to play another game. The Tongan League is boring. We're 13 points clear. They've got a game in hand. So that means even if they won, we'd be 10 points clear. We've done it. We are Tongan League, Major League champions. The weird graphic glitch is back. I'm sure the net will go weird now. Well, hey, we've seen it all before. This game, man. What a game. What a game. Here we go. I don't even know who our captain is. To be honest with you, it's hard to remember. It might be Vea. I can't remember. But anyway, the boys in their nondescript kits. There I am on the side, looking proud. Brilliant stuff. I somehow doubt, this is not to be, politically correct or anything, I don't think there'd be this many pasty players in Tonga. I think this is a little bit odd that there's so many pasty players. I think if, Samoans is a little bit darker, aren't they? So I don't know about this. All these pasty white players being in the Tongan team. Considering we've only got Tongan players and players from this region, I feel like I know people from that part of the world. are definitely not pasty and white. So, but there you go. We have won the league, and we are going to be. I mean, I'm pasty and white, so the manager's right, but the players, not sure about that. I'm. Wait, what? I'm top of the Tonga Hall of. Oh, I guess yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? There's probably not really much gone on since we started the save. Yeah, Tonga doesn't have any historic. We are the best manager to have ever managed in Tonga because there is no historical data. This won't last as the save goes on, but unless we win an Oceanic Champions League, which will give us a lot of points, we've got 5 points. We've got 4 points, I'm guessing, for winning the top division because these have got 4 points. These have got 1 point. Oh, they've got no points. Oh, that's the second. So winning the third tier gets you nothing. So whoever was, yeah, you. Oh, he's actually managing somewhere else. Didn't know that. Yeah. He's actually took our job at Ahua. See what happened to Ahua? They didn't take us. See this could have been you. This could have been you. And look at you, not even in the top division anymore. Where are they? Were they ever in the top division? They're getting relegated into the third division. That just shows you. Just shows you. So that'll do it. Like I say, we'll play the rest of the games off camera. And then next episode, we'll be back for the Oceanic Champions League. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hexagon Challenge. And I'll see you all for our first foray into the Champions League, into a continental competition next episode. Thank you for watching. See you all for more very soon.